Hey folks, this is a lesson for beginners on baritone ukulele. We're going to talk about easy things like the names of the strings, have a couple exercises, some basic chords, a couple practice things and scales. Okay, so the strings are, big one is D, next one is G, next one is B, and the little one is E. Now they number those where the smallest one is number 1. So that's string 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, if you wanted to find notes, there's a basic thing to remember. You can find all the notes on your instrument. So the basic thing to remember is the musical alphabet is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? And it starts over with A. So that's as far as it goes. Now, each note is 2 frets on the instrument away from all the other notes, except for 2 exceptions. B to C is only 1 fret, and E to F is only 1 fret. So if we were on this D string, if we wanted to E, the next note in the musical alphabet, we would have to go 2 frets because that's not one of those exceptions. So D to E would be the 2nd fret. Now E to F would only be 1 fret because that's one of those exceptions. B to C and E to F. So we have an F right here. Now at G, we would have to go 2 frets. And then G, we would have to go back to A, 2 more frets. A to B would be 2 frets, but B to C would be only 1. C to D would be 2, and that takes us to our octave fret, the 12th fret, which is the same note that we started with on the open. So let's take one more look. If we have a G string here, 3rd string, G to A is 2, A to B is 2, B to C is only 1, C to D is 2, D to E is 2, E to F is only 1. So you could find all your natural notes up and down the neck using that little formula. And if you wanted the notes in between that we skipped, those are just sharps and flats. So the D string here to E, we skip that 1st fret. That'd be called a D sharp or an E flat. So using that kind of thinking, you could find all the notes up and down. So let's start out here with a little chromatic exercise. We're going to use each finger. When we play a note, we want to be near that fret, not on top of it, but right next to it, not too far back here. That's how you get your best note. So use a little bit of time to make sure each finger is getting in a good spot. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 on each string going up. And when we get there, we'll go back and try to get that finger in the sweet spot on each fret, on each string. Now, if you wanted to make this exercise go up the neck, all you have to do is when you get down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, take it up 1. And when you get down here, take it up 1. And that way you'll go all the way up the neck as far as you want to go. Okay, now the next thing, let's take a look at the D major scale. So we're going to start on the D here. We're going to have open, 2, 4. And then next string, open, 2, 4, and then next string, 2 and 3. Okay, that's the D major scale. O, 2, 4, O, 2, 4, 2, and 3. Now, if we wanted to, we could keep going. We could go 5, 2, 3, and 5. So 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 2. And then 4, 2, open, 4, 2, open. Okay, let's try that together. O, 2, 4, then open on the next, then 2 and 4, then 2, 3, 5 on the next one, 2, 3, 5 on the last one. And then back. And then 4, 2, O, 4, 2, open. Okay, that's a little major scale to get you started and a little chromatic exercise, they call that one. And if you wanted to bring a pick into it, you could start using like down and up on that down, up with your pick. If you want to start getting down and up picking, alternate picking, they call that going. Okay, so let's look at some chords. So this is an E chord. We have 2 and 1 and open and open. So I've got this one up here on the big string, this one here, and then I'm leaving these bottom 2 open. So 2, 1, open, open, that's an E major chord. Now if we pull this first finger out, we have 2, open, 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 that's an E minor chord. So E major, E minor. Now, if we come here and we go 2, this is middle finger up here, and then this other finger, ring finger, right underneath it on the same 2, and then 1 down here, and then open, A minor. Now, if we go 3 2s in a row with an open on the bottom, that's an A major. Okay, so we have E major, E minor, we have A minor, and A major. Now we're going to do a C. This is going to be 2 open, 1 open. And then a G is real easy. It's opens with a 3 on the bottom. Once again, that's a 3 on the first string because the bottom string, the little string, is the number 1 string. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so that's a G. So we had E, E minor, A minor, A major, C, G. Now we have the 2 Ds. So this is a D here, D major. So we go open on the big one, first finger here on the 2nd fret, second finger down on the bottom string, the little string, first string, 2nd fret also. See how they're both on the same? And then this one comes in on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, D major. Now if we want D minor, this is kind of the last of the main open chords. We have a middle finger here on this 3rd string too, and then a 3 here on the 2nd string, and then a 1 here down on the 1st string. D minor. So we have D major and D minor. So let's go through those again. We got E major, 2, 1, open, open. Let's do a little strum in each one. We're just going to do 4 strums, nice and slow. 3, 4, here we go. Strum, strum. Now we're going to switch to the E minor, which had 2 with opens. 3, 4. Now we have A minor, 2, 2, 1, and open. And when I say these numbers, I'm talking from the big string, down to the little string. So here we go, 3, 4. Now our A major was 2, 2, 2, and open. 3, 4. My pinky knuckle kind of shoots way out of there, kind of weird, huh? Okay, then we're gonna have a C chord, 2 open, 1 open. 3, 4. And then G just had a 3 on the first string. 3, 4. And then we have a D here. Open 2, 3, 2. 3, 4. And then we had a D minor. Open 2, 3, and 1. 3, 4. Okay, so one little thing you could do with these chords is do a little finger picking. Okay, so you just, each finger has its own string, is kind of the basic rule of finger picking. So I'm just going up each finger, thumb, first finger, middle finger, ring finger. Okay, so you could do that like 4 times for each chord. Let's go to the E minor. Okay, so you could do that through all of your different chords. You could also do one where we go up and down the strings. So strings 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So let's try that one with the D chord here. How about the C chord? The G chord. Okay, so we could make a little kind of a mock tune out of, like, say, G to C, just doing that picking. And then we switch chords. And you can pick whatever chords you like. Say we could go like E minor to D. Okay, let's look at some strums now. Let's say if we're doing an A major. So that'd be like a 1, 2, 3, and 4, and down, down, And you can use a finger, you can use your thumb like that. Thumbs kind of sounds warmer and interesting, you know. When you use a finger, you kind of have a nail on one side and the fleshy part of your finger on the other side. They don't sound exactly the same. Where if you kind of keep the thumbnail out of it, you kind of get the same tone going in either direction with a down or up stroke. So let's say we're gonna go down, 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 up, down, up. Now what about now we go to, let's say, D minor. So we'll do the A major to D minor, 3, 4. And then we're gonna switch to that D minor. Back to A. D minor. Sometimes I'll even put that pinky in there. Okay, so that's an easy strum, down, 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 up, down, up. Now let's go to a G chord. Let's try a different strum. We're gonna go. So this one's a little more interesting, a little more tricky. So we got down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, so what we have is 1, 2, and we don't play the 3. We play the and, 4, and. But your hand kind of keeps going back and forth. Even if it's not playing all the strums, it still needs to kind of be in position to hit each one with an up or a down, because the downs are the down beats and the ups are the ands of those beats. So like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And so the more you get those consistent and not mix it up, you're gonna be able to stay in time better. So let's take a look at this. We got down, down, up, down, up. Okay, let's try a C chord. 3, 4. Back to G. E minor. E major. C. D. Some of these are harder to grab quickly than others. D minor. How about E major? How about A major? And how about A minor? We could end on a G. Okay, so that's some of your basic chords, basic strums, basic finger picking type stuff. So let's look at this bluesy type scale. We have 2 on the big one, then open 2, open 3, open 3. You could also do the open there, but this 2 is kind of our starting point. So this is the E minor pentatonic scale. It's like a bluesy scale. 2, open 2, open 3, open 3. That's kind of how you start doing little blues solos of your own and stuff. And lots of famous riffs come right out of this scale. So one that comes out of that scale is Back in Black by AC/DC. I'm gonna have this 2 and 4. This is like a power chord. When it doesn't have a note that makes it happy or sad, like a major or minor, it's just a power chord. So it doesn't have that deciding note to decide what kind of emotion it gives. It's just like a rock chord, right? So 2 and 4, we're gonna hit that once. Then we're gonna do our D chord, down, up, down. And then our A chord, down, up, down. And you can get to A like with a 1 finger, kind of mute that bottom one when you get used to it. So we got E power chord, then D, 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 A, 3, 0, 3, 0, 2, 0. And you can put a little bendy on that one if you want. So. Okay, so that's Back in Black. A little bit of a riff there for you. All right, so thanks for watching Damon's baritone uke joint. That was a little beginner lesson for baritone ukulele. I'll have some more of these to follow up. There'll be a little tab to go with this that you can download, or it will be coming up here at the end of the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. If you have any songs or if you want to know some other stuff, let me know what kind of requests you have. Please like and subscribe. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.